Hey there guys, welcome to Dino's Vault and welcome to my mega comparison video of the Ntorq 125 versus the SR 125 versus the Honda Grazia, and I'll pit these new blockbuster launches against the undisputed king of the 125cc segment, the Suzuki Access 125, and which is the best among these 125cc models that are currently available on sale. The answer to that is what is coming up in this video. So without further ado, let's get started. So in this video, I'll be listing out the pros and cons of each bike individually first, such that you get a clear idea in which area each scooter excels compared to the others. Finally, I'll also give you my final verdict based on my review analysis and mention which scooter is meant for whom. Also, if you want to check out my detailed first ride reviews of each of these scooters, the links are mentioned in the description portion below, so feel free to go through them as well. Now, since there's a whole lot of information to share, let's get started. First, we'll start with the newest kid who's joined the party, the Aprilia SR 125. Now, as I mentioned in my first ride review, the official specs have not yet been updated in their site, nor have I received any information from the company, but the performance that the Aprilia has on offer is undoubtedly class leading. Though all the other 125cc scooters in our market are good in and of themselves, it's just the legacy of Aprilia that helps the SR 125 race past its competition in grand style. First of all, the styling is identical to that of the SR 150, which makes it the best looking scooter in this segment with its no compromise authentic motor scooter styling. Also, the sharp, sleek and slender bodywork lends the scooter superior aerodynamics to offer class leading performance compared to its rivals. Talking about the riding experience that the SR 125 offers, the acceleration is super intense, the braking is undeniably best in segment, truly confidence inspiring compared to the Ntorq and the Grazia or even the Access 125. The high speed stability is again extremely good and best in class, especially at speeds of over 100 km per hour. This, I guess, comes courtesy of the stiffer suspension setup, the largest in class 14-inch wheels with fattest in class 120/70 tires at both ends, and also the longest wheelbase that the SR 125 offers among the entire competition. Another thing contributing to the stability is the weight. The SR 125 is the heaviest among the lot, though we don't really feel the weight at any given point. Now, the long wheelbase by no means takes away the superb agility and flickability that the SR 125 has on offer in city traffic. You feel in complete control on the scooter anytime, any place, be it zipping through the city streets or ringing the throttle wide open on the long straights. Also, the refinement is best in class. There is no hint of even a slight buzz or vibration even as you cross 100 km per hour, a feat that no other 125cc scooter can match all that easily. Finally, the fuel tank capacity is also best in class at 7 liters compared to under 6 liters of the rest of the scooters in the Shootout. So if it is pure performance that you are hoping for, then without a shadow of a doubt, I can put my foot down and say that no other scooter comes close to matching the razor-sharp handling characteristics, the sporty performance, the phenomenal braking, the superb stability, and the unending power that the SR 125 has on offer. So it has all been nice and rosy so far, and you might ask, well, what about the negatives or the cons of the scooter? Well, the only con that I can relate to in terms of practicality and usability is the stiffer suspension. Now, this is not actually a con or a negative point. It is only that when performance becomes your priority, you ought to have stiffer suspension to support the performance that the scooter has on offer to lend the bike superb stability and greater agility. But the trade-off here is that due to the stiffer suspension, while riding through the Indian road conditions, the ride will not be all that pleasant or pleasurable each time you ride over a pothole. So comfort takes a back seat here with the SR 125 compared to rest of the scooters in the Shootout. Also, mileage wise, though the showroom guys claimed 45 to 50 kmpl, I think it would be reasonable to expect around 40 to 45 kmpl considering the kind of performance the scooter has on offer. Also, the speedo console on the SR 125 is very simple, unlike the stunning full digital display of the Ntorq or even the Grazia. Finally, the SR125 is also the most expensive scooter in this shootout, priced at Rs 65,862 ex-showroom Hyderabad. But we got to remember here that this scooter comes from Aprilia, a world-class prestigious brand that is known to produce the best race machines in the history of motorcycling. So I guess the slight increment in the pricing is justified here. Now moving on to the Honda Grazia, though Honda have been the undisputed king in the 110cc scooter segment with their blockbuster hit the Activa 125 has always failed to weave its magic right from the word go, though it is a very good scooter as it is. However, despite the new refresh that the Activa 125 got with the new LED DRLs etc., it failed to make an impression at least as much as what Honda had hoped for. Therefore, Honda surprised everyone by launching their second motor scooter, the Grazia, which appeared to come across as something really significant in terms of the new age and futuristic styling, the all-digital speedo console, the LED headlamp unit, good build quality and superior fit and finish, and the reputed and trustworthy engine that is known to offer superb refinement and good initial pickup right off the mark along with decent mileage. Now I don't think Honda saw it coming, nor did we, that a scooter so good would have had to enjoy the success for such a limited period of time, because TVS has really upped the bar of expectation and taken the market by storm with their Ntorq. Now we will get to the Ntorq later, but for now let's look at the pros and cons of the Grazia. First, the pros. I really like the Grazia's design that looks quite appealing from almost any angle. The panels come well integrated. It looks like a well built and well put together scooter for the youngsters as well as the young professionals of the digital age. Also, the Grazia is the most compact scooter in this entire shootout, offering the shortest wheelbase of 1260 mm, which allows the scooter to be more easily maneuverable and flickable in city traffic. However, the trade-off here is that due to the shorter wheelbase, the scooter feels a little unstable at speeds of over 80 km per hour. Also, another major pro is the full digital display that looks gorgeous, and this is the only speedo console in the entire segment to offer a tachometer, which is quite interesting. Thirdly, we also get some extra storage spaces and a mobile charging socket that would really come in handy. Also, the Grazia offers a well-tuned suspension that offers superb ride quality, prioritizing comfort over everything else. So though the suspension feels slightly on the softer side, it offers a comfortable ride over the pothole-ridden city streets. And now, talking about the ride feel, the engine is super refined, which is what we expect from a Honda. The engine holds up well up to speeds of 80 km per hour, after which it starts feeling a little strained. The braking is also decent enough. It is not as good as that of the SR125 because we only get a 190 mm front disc compared to 220 mm front disc on the SR125 and the Ntorq 125. Another advantage is the availability of CBS or Combi Brake System variant, which offers a safer and a more controlled braking mechanism overall. Now, looking at the cons of the Honda Grazia, honestly there's nothing much one can complain about this scooter. It is very well sorted out and just about offers everything one would hope for in a 125cc scooter, be it the stunning futuristic looks, features like mobile charging etc., a smooth, refined and responsive engine, a well-tuned suspension setup and even decent braking performance. But when we compare it with the likes of the Ntorq and the SR125, a few shortcomings emerge, like the tire size. The Grazia offers a 12-inch wheel up front but only a 10-inch wheel at the back, whereas the Ntorq offers 12-inch wheels at both ends and the SR125 offers 14-inch wheels at both ends. Also, the Grazia offers a 90/90 tire up front and a 100/90 tire at the back compared to the chunky 120/70 tires at both ends of the SR125, and the Ntorq offers a 100/80 tire up front and a 110/80 tire at the back. So the road grip offered by the tires on the Grazia are not as good as that of the Ntorq or the SR125. Also, the shorter wheelbase of the Grazia, though it comes in handy while wading through the city traffic, the scooter doesn't inspire great confidence when you try to push it right up to its limits at speeds upwards of 80 km per hour. It just starts feeling a little wobbly as you try to push it to its limits. Now, mileage wise, the ARAI mileage claim for the Grazia is 60 kmpl, which is very impressive, but I believe practically in city conditions it would be more reasonable to expect something around 50 kmpl. Also, pricing wise, the Grazia feels a little too expensive compared to the Ntorq because the disc brake variant is a good 3000 rupees dearer than the Ntorq and around 3500 rupees dearer than the Access 125. Now coming to the showstopper and the game-changing new launch in this segment, the TVS Ntorq 125. Now I myself was eagerly waiting for the graphite concept to make it to the production, but when the Ntorq hit us out of nowhere, I had normal expectations from it because I expected something in line with just another motor scooter kind of experience. But the moment I rode the scooter, my jaw literally hit the ground because I actually didn't see it coming. I didn't expect the kind of performance, the acceleration, the refinement, the stability, the perfectly tuned suspension, or pretty much everything that the scooter had on offer in terms of the riding experience. The all-digital instrument panel with Bluetooth connectivity, the missed call alert, the incoming call alert, reject call with SMS alert, the 2 display modes, lap timer, 0 to 60 timer, and loads of other features was totally unexpected and unheard of in a scooter before. Seriously, TVS have set the bar so high in terms of what to expect from a scooter with the Ntorq that all the rival companies will have to rework their strategies to keep up the momentum with the Ntorq. Design wise, yes, it offers a radical, sporty and modern motor scooter design, and the good thing is that it resembles the graphite concept to a great degree. The effort to go the extra mile and not to compromise anywhere in any area is clearly evident the moment you cast your eyes on the scooter. The sharp cuts and creases that define the bodywork and the overall fit and finish and the build quality clearly oozes a sense of quality, and we can see the BMW influence clearly rubbing off on every product that has come out since the collab begun. What I really like about the Ntorq is the effort that a manufacturer has put in, not just to outsmart the competition and eat away the market share, but we can see the passion and the emotion and the devotion that has gone into building this machine. So as a fellow Indian motorhead, it would be binding on us to appreciate this effort, because the Ntorq is better than its rivals in every which way possible, be it the equipment, the features, the performance, the suspension, the handling, the killer pricing, or even the comparatively low maintenance cost. The thing that really took me by surprise is the superb high-speed stability even at speeds of around 85 to 90 km per hour, and the amazing engine refinement which feels very much capable of pulling further up the rev band. The 12-inch wheels do their part in lending the scooter superb high-speed stability. The fatter rear tire also offers superior road grip. The suspension is perfectly tuned to thrive on our Indian road conditions. It isn't too stiff to bother you while riding at lower speeds, nor is it too soft to leave you bouncing all over the place at higher speeds. Also, the underseat storage area for the Ntorq is 22 liters, which is class leading and significantly better than that of the Grazia and the Aprilia SR 125. The Suzuki Access offers almost similar boot space of 21.8 liters. So what about the cons of the Ntorq? The only area where I felt things could be better was the braking. Now it may have to do with the tires or maybe the tire pressure not being appropriate when I tested the scooter, but the braking is not as good or as confidence inspiring as is the case with the Aprilia SR 125. Now why is this so important? Because this scooter, believe me, is scarily fast. It is so fast that within no time you will be doing 80 plus km per hour, and the brakes do not give you the confidence to slam them right on should the need arise, because for the kind of performance that this scooter has on offer, the brakes really don't do justice. Now mileage wise there is no particular claim as such, but still I think given the kind of performance that this scooter has on offer, we can expect 40 to 45 kmpl from the Ntorq in city conditions. Now the actual clincher here is the pricing, because the Ntorq is significantly cheaper than the Grazia by nearly 3,500 rupees and around 5,000 rupees cheaper than the Aprilia SR 125. So you get almost the SR 125 kind of performance with the Ntorq, but with better tuned suspension that is more conducive and suited to the Indian road conditions. So undoubtedly in terms of value for money, I have to say it is the Ntorq that reigns supreme in the 125cc scooter segment, and among the Grazia, SR 125 and the Ntorq, my pick personally would definitely be the Ntorq 125. So where does this leave us now? The Suzuki Access 125 is still the undisputed reigning king of the 125cc scooter segment, but suddenly it is surrounded by so many worthy competitors that threaten to take away that crown from it. But what works to the favor of the Access 125 is its decade-long, trusted and proven track record and the amazing value it packs in with its classic urban retro styling, superb features and equipment, great chassis that offers the feel and the stability of a monocoque chassis, a steel body and steel fender that offers offer rock solid build quality, an uber responsive and lightweight robust engine that offers a perfect blend of power and economy with an unbelievable mileage claim of 64 kmpl, though we can expect around 50 kmpl in real world conditions, and rounding things off is a killer price tag of just 60,000 rupees ex showroom for the disc brake variant, which still makes it the most affordable scooter in this entire Shootout. Now please note that the scooter featured in this video is the special edition variant, which is around 3,000 rupees dearer. So the Access 125 still remains undoubtedly one of the best and the safest options to go for in the 125cc segment because it comes across as an all-rounder package. But if you were to look for a moto scooter in the affordable range, then undoubtedly it has to be the Ntorq for now. Now please note that I have said for now here because the Badshah of this 125cc segment, Suzuki, is all set to come out with the Bergman Street 125, which is again all set to revolutionize the 125cc moto scooter segment because it looks massive and magical like a higher capacity touring scooter that we see in the international market. So the future looks really promising for us enthusiasts as well as the buyers out there, because as the battle for the top spot intensifies, no matter who wins or loses, we the buyers are in for a real treat. So let's hope for better scooters, better technology and better features to flood our market in the days to come. Well, that's pretty much it for now. I just hope you found this video useful. Until next time, this is Dino saying ciao. Take care, God bless and ride safe.